What's going on, guys? Yes, we are back finally with Purist mod. Now, I wanted to be able to do this sooner for you guys, but the matter is that I got too into a couple of other games I started playing. Namely, At Dead of Night and A Plague Tale Innocence. I just stopped doing this for a little while. But we're back. We're back and we're gonna... And my focus for now is gonna be this. So, further ado, we're gonna pick up exactly right where we last left off. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags all strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Oh, beep, 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 beep. Okay, Game didn't respond there for a second.
Hey, G, where do you put the food coloring? The butter's going to be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
Color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Wow, that's a cute idea. Are you doing anything like that with the icing? Uh-oh. It's not responding again.
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun! Not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me here. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if we can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand.
What's up with this game right now? Okay.
Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh? Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need the crap out of it.
Alright, hold on a second. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. Alright, my audio is not off sync. Okay, that was a concern I had just now.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As it's emphasized, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You usually shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Her eyes boil with madness. She's reaching for one of her baking knives to stab my eyes out.
Hey, G. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
Yeah?
I know where the fire alarm starts going off.
Block, block.
Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You have the dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Ease.
Natsuki uses another mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisks and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
That smells so good.
And cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
Add these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This way can even make flowers. We probably won't be using them this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. This puts a light bulb above my head. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Ahaha. Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. I mean, come on.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Eh? Did you say something?
No! Nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the page and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Like our own little children. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Not responding. Wow, everything just went on the fritz for a second there. Sayo is the exact opposite in that regard. Okay, hold on here. That was a long, long pause.
Now?
No, there's no reason you can't, right? Not responding. On the fritz for a second there. Alright. Alright. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway. I was hoping we had time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Huh? Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance.
And, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you see her each carry something, you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good luck today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. I feel like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted to? Come on.
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait,
Natsuki.
Eh?
What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that's possible. I'll have to spend more time to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Heichi, I thought you really cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Tense moment. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is she about to eat me? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against mine.
I felt it. For a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps.
Don't mind me.
Monica? Sayori said she was just helping you online.
I changed my mind and decided to come over.
Anyways, Monica, just now, we weren't...
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. I was just on my way to Sayori's house since our work for the festival won't get itself done. Especially if I'm not actually online. Right. You were going to help her. Anyways, I'm already on my way out, so... really? I was hoping we could talk at Sayori's. It's been a while since it's just been us girls. Yeah, well... We can talk at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then, Heiji. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Monica waves goodbye.
Not Sayori, She's already told you what she's going through, right?
I try to open my mouth, but nothing comes out. I was about to ask how she knew, but it's likely that Sayori's told Monica about things. They seem like close friends, after all.
Don't worry about it.
What?
If you're going after someone or something, don't do it half-heartedly. So don't worry. I'll take care of things so you can focus on what's ahead of you.
Monica gives an enigmatic laugh.
Even if you try to save everyone, you can only do it one at a time, huh? I guess even you have your limits. Or maybe that's how you wanted things. But it hardly matters. I'll handle what you can't.
Oh, I can skip this part. It's the day of the festival. I hear my alarm clock going off, and while yawning, I stretch my arms out and look at the time. It's every time I hear like yawn or stretch, it makes me yawn. It's not supposed to be this late, is it? I could have sworn I set my alarm clock correctly. I check my phone to see nearly 50 unread messages and a dozen missed calls, all of them from Natsuki. My heart sinks and realize I'm about to be there an hour later than I was supposed to. I get ready as quickly as I can and hurry over to the kitchen to grab the cupcakes Natsuki and I baked, hastily stacking 2 trays so I can carry everything. Which will most likely crush half of the cupcakes. I rush out the door and head towards school, anxious about how much this might hurt our club's activity today. I rush into the school and head towards the classroom, making sure not to drop the cupcakes. I walk into the room and see a decent number of people already there for the festival.
Seriously?
I turn to the side and see Natsuki glaring at me. As nervous as I was... Sorry, my alarm wasn't set correctly. I hadn't planned on being late, honest. I put the cupcake trays on a nearby table and people start rushing toward it. Surely that's not the only reason they'd come, right?
Well, while you were struggling to figure out how to use basic technology, people have already started arriving and we didn't have any cupcakes. I mean, do you know how hard it is to get people to stick around with something like this when there's no food?
I look at my phone again, remembering how many times she tried messaging me. Yeah, I can see you were concerned. I'm really sorry. You tried pretty hard to get a hold of me, though. You were really worried about me, huh?
I was worried about our club's activity I was worried about how our club's activity would turn out, dummy. Sure, I was a little worried about you too, but...
Natsuki looks off to the side.
Look, it doesn't matter.
Hey. I walk over a bit closer to Natsuki. We're here now. People are going to eat some of the best cupcakes on the planet while we're going to be enjoying the festival. I promise it'll be fun. Sound good?
You better not disappoint me then.
Natsuki crosses her arms, but I could tell she was still excited, or at the very least, interested. Thankfully, the poem reading activity wasn't scheduled to happen until later today, so it seems I didn't mess up too badly. The club and I spent a while greeting everyone who came in and telling them about our club, but a few of them seemed interested. I noticed that a good number of people came in solely for the purpose of taking a cupcake, which I should have expected, I guess. It wasn't the most exciting thing ever, but it wasn't that boring either. After all, I was doing this to help the club. After some more time passed, I hear Monika's voice in the distance.
Okay, everyone. It's time to read poems. We'll be starting by having our literature club members read their wonderful selections first. If you wouldn't mind starting us off, Sayori? Right. I'll try my best.
Sayori looks nervous going up to the podium, but once she actually begins reading, it's clear that she becomes more and more comfortable as the poem goes on. Once she finished with her poem, we all clap as Monika starts speaking again.
Thank you for that great poem, Sayori. Next up is...
Before Monika could finish, Yuri runs up to the podium, tightly clutching her poem.
Yeah! Yuri, take it away.
Yuri starts reading her poem. There's soon an air of confidence in her voice, showing that she had definitely prepared for this. With Yuri's poem finished, everyone claps again as Monika is ready for the next person to read their poem.
Next up will be myself.
Monika takes out her poem and starts reading. Everyone who came to check out the festival were blown away by her poem. Or maybe it was just her they loved. Nonetheless, it was clear Monika was an expert at this.
Well, I hope you enjoyed my poem. Next we'll be having Heiji read his poem.
Alright. What are y'all looking at? I was hoping I'd be able to go last, but it's now or never. Hey everyone. I cough and have a glance over at my poem a few times to make sure I'm ready. Luckily, the awkward silence doesn't last long as I begin reciting. My performance somehow ends up being worse than when I practice. Most people clap out of pity, but I see Natsuki clapping just a bit harder. To be fair, that was also probably out of pity. Probably. But I appreciated the gesture. I step down from the podium and walk over to Natsuki.
Why are you so sad? You could have done so much worse.
Gee, thanks!
I'm almost surprised you did, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, you don't have that little faith in me, do you?
I'm just saying that you did better than anyone outside this club could have done.
Was Natsuki giving me a genuine compliment?
Yeah, that's not saying a whole lot, but it's better than nothing.
Oh. I knew it was too good to be true. I turn towards Monika as she speaks up again.
Last but not least, Natsuki will be reading her poem.
Natsuki gets onto the podium and prepares her poem. Of course, I'm not least.
Of course I'm not least. I'll even prove it. I'll even prove it. Not that I need to.
Uh-oh. The poem's called Not Responding. Okay. Natsuki reads her poem, this time being noticeably more enthusiastic than when practicing with the club members. Her writing style shines through as usual, making for an entertaining experience. Once she's done, we all clap, although I drew a bit of attention by clapping a little longer after everyone else stopped. I can't believe I forgot just how dense this guy actually is. Natsuki gets down from the podium and walks over to me. That was incredible.
What did you expect? I thought that would be obvious. But there's no harm in accepting your compliment anyway, so thanks, I guess. Now that the literature club members are done, would anyone else like to?
Monika starts, but looks around to see that most people were already leaving.
I mean, we kept our attention longer than I thought we would. Yeah, we had fun, didn't we? I suppose that went well enough.
Hey, there's one person that's still here.
To take the last cupcake, but yeah.
There's an hour over before the festival ends, though. Now what? We all brainstormed for a few moments.
We could try drawing in more people. Why not? We don't have to give up. It's not like we have any more cupcakes, though. I'm sure we can think of some reason for more people to visit. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think it's worth it to keep dragging this out. Don't be so pessimistic, Natsuki. There's always a chance to bring what we're doing in here back to life.
I think maybe we could just hang out for a bit. If more people want to come, then they'll come. But it would be a shame to not look at the rest of the festival.
That's true. We should try to have some fun while we're here. Well, if everyone else agrees. If you guys want to do that, then I don't think I should be the one to stop you. I'll stay here in case anyone does come.
Monika comes up to me and whispers in my ear.
Go with Natsuki. I'll help with Sayori like I said, don't worry.
Monica winks and walks away. Wait, is it that obvious? Seeing as there's no reason not to take her advice, I go up to Natsuki. Natsuki, wanna check out the rest of the festival with me? Natsuki glances around and sees everyone else looking at us.
Yeah, sure. Only because I have nothing better to do.
Natsuki struggles to hide a smile on her face. Sure thing, Natsuki. We walk across the classroom and try getting through the hallway, which is filled with groups of students. The chaos makes it difficult to tell where we're going, but it doesn't take too long for us to get a grip on things. Eventually we manage to make it outside the school. There's a lot of stands, most of them carnival games. Anything look interesting to you, Natsuki?
I guess I could try one of those games they have at some of those stands.
To our left we see a stand with a game where you have to throw a ball to knock over milk bottles. We walk over and see what I assume is a first year as she places some balls on the counter. You have 3 shots to knock over all the bottles. Want to give it a try? I turn to Natsuki. Who should go first?
You'll probably miss, so I don't mind giving you the chance to have some fun at least trying.
That's very nice of her, I think. I pick up a ball and get ready to throw. I take a deep breath and lob the ball at the bottles. 3 out of 9 bottles. Not bad. Natsuki picks up a ball as well. A stern look of concentration envelops her face as she looks for the best angle to throw from. However, 10 seconds pass and she still hasn't thrown. Natsuki, everything alright?
Shh! I'm concentrating!
Natsuki stares at the bottles for a few more moments and finally throws. It was a straight hard throw which would be more impressive if she didn't not only miss the bottles, but threw the ball so hard that it bounced off the back of the stand and nearly hit one of us. Whoa! Be careful!
Fine, you can have the last shot.
I back up the last ball and throw, only knocking off 1 bottle this time. Oh, that's a shame. Thanks for playing, though. Natsuki and I walk away only to be approached by a 3rd year who looks like he could pass for a door-to-door salesman. How would you like to have your compatibility with each other measured?
Excuse me?
Oh my god! Oh, you know, this, between me and Natsuki, whatever we have going on already is already awkward enough. And then this guy comes up and says, hey, you know what, you guys might not be right for each other. No, thank you. I try saying no, only for him to drag both of us and Natsuki to a small table. Another 3rd year sits at the end opposite of us as the other 3rd year walks away. Please, have a seat. Natsuki and I try to sit down only to bump into each other, realizing a small problem. There's really only 1 chair for your love measure thing. You 2 have to be close together for this to work, after all. I motion with my hands for Natsuki to take a seat. Now, each of you need to hand me your palm.
I'd rather leave, thanks.
Before Natsuki could try getting up, the 3rd year grabs her palm anyway. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed, but as long as we're stuck doing this, I put my palm out as well. Yes. Wait a moment. If you're already a couple, how am I supposed to measure your compatibility?
What?
No, it's not like that. Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of, but please, do not waste my time. Frustrated, Natsuki gets up and walks away, grabbing my arm and dragging me along in the process. Oh my god, that was awkward.
Jeez, the nerve of her.
Oh, that was a girl that did that? Okay. How was she able to drag me across the courtyard? I must be really scrawny. Oh my gosh. Okay. To be fair, I can see why she'd make that mistake.
Yeah, but people shouldn't jump to conclusions like that, even if it's true that...
Natsuki stops mid-sentence. Natsuki?
Whatever. Let's just get some food, okay? I haven't eaten all day.
We head over to a stand that appears to be serving hamburgers. Two hamburgers, please. I hand over some money to the person serving. Unfortunately, we're out of buns for regular hamburgers. We do have some delicious ramen burgers, however.
Ramen burgers?
Ramen burger? What?
Put ramen on hamburger buns?
You know, that sounds interesting. I'd never thought of that before. I'm not so sure about that. Would you be fine with it, Natsuki? As I turn back to look at the server again, I see our money's already gone. I'm also pretty sure that's not allowed, but it isn't particularly expensive in the first place, so I let it slide. Wait over to a nearby table and sit down. The luxury of sitting down for once feels nice, I have to admit. As hectic as these past few days have been, I have to admit they were kind of fun.
You're not a terrible baker, so I can give you credit for that.
Come on, there's no way they would have turned out as well as they did without you.
Yeah, but besides that...
I meant what I said yesterday about us hanging out more often, by the way. If you ever want to meet up, just send me a text. She's thinking.
I sent you 50 messages earlier and you didn't respond, but I'll keep it in mind.
But I got here in the end, didn't I?
No, you're not wrong. I was just scared.
Natsuki quickly changed its expressions.
Don't ever sleep next time, okay?
Could Natsuki have really been that worried about me when she didn't see me responding to any of her messages? Well, she would have guessed I overslept, but maybe she thinks differently than I expect. I'll try. Sorry again for being late. Our server comes over to our table and gives us each a burger that has ramen as the buns instead of traditional bread. It actually tastes okay, so I guess I'm at least getting my money's worth. I mean, I'm not going to go and claim this festival is professional in the slightest, but it is a school festival, so I can't complain too much. After talking a bit more, we finish eating and get up again. I'm exhausted. You?
Yeah, I'm a little tired too. Guess we should head home, huh?
I think I'd be fine with leaving the festival now. I'm glad I got to spend it with you.
I had an okay time too. Better than if I didn't go with you, probably.
Somehow we find ourselves staring into each other's eyes, only for a brief moment, but it happened. Oh, it definitely happened. Yeah, well, see you tomorrow.
You too.
There, I did it. I went to the festival, recited my poem, and got to spend time with Natsuki. I'd say today was a success. I hope things can continue to go as well as this did. It's probably more likely to happen if I actually set my alarm clock correctly this time, though. Beep, 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 beep. Well, at least I set my alarm clock correctly, so that's a decent start for the day. As I'm waking up, I check my phone and see a text from Natsuki. It's from this morning and appears to be important. Phone, thinking. Phone, thinking. Not responding, not responding. Bad news.
Bad news. I'll explain at the literature club.
This doesn't sound good. What could have happened? To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. I arrive at the literature club filled with anxiety. Natsuki is pacing around with her head down, almost as if she's waiting for something or maybe someone. Natsuki? She perks up a bit and looks over at me.
Hey, what's up?
That's what I'd like you to tell me. I pull out my phone from my pocket and show her the message she sent me this morning.
Oh, That. Yeah. Did you hear?
Natsuki looks at me, expecting me to already know what she's referring to. I'm going to assume I haven't. I know you can't see me because I don't have my camera on, but my head is plopped down onto the desk.
Parfait Girls got cancelled! They had the nerve to stop at volume 76, too, right before the finale!
Wow, Natsuki, that's tragic! Oh, dang. Sorry. Sorry to hear that, Natsuki. Wasn't there supposed to be a movie coming out at some point, though? I wonder what's going to happen with that.
Since they put so much time and money into it, plus it's an original story, apparently they're still going to release it. I mean, I'd like to see it at some point, but it's just a movie. The manga is what matters most, and now it's gone.
I mean, yeah, that's a shame, but even though I wasn't nearly as big of a fan as Parfait Girls as Natsuki was, it was still sad to hear since Natsuki looked so disappointed. Well, at least you gotta have other series to read, right?
Yeah, but none of them are Parfait Girls.
That's true. Then how about... I paused, trying to think of an idea. This isn't really something that needs to be, quote, solved in the first place, but there's no point in backing out now. Why don't you make your own manga? Natsuki glares at me.
Very funny. You know, I thought you'd have a bit more sympathy for me. I'd be sorry for you if your favorite manga ended.
I'm serious. I'll help you too.
Seriously, sometimes you really don't get it. Creating a manga isn't nearly as easy as you're making it sound.
Hey, I didn't say it would be easy. We don't have to do it at all at once either. As long as we work on it a little at a time, I think it's possible. It doesn't have to be some bestseller either, or something we'd even sell in the first place, just something we do for fun. Besides, how do you know it's that tough anyway? Personal experience? That's like he looks off to the side.
That's besides the point.
You want to be on your own? That's like he thinks it over for a few moments.
Fine. But only so you'll stop bugging me about it.
Alright, where should we start then?
Can you draw, Heiji?
I'm not terrible at drawing, I guess. Depending on what your definition of terrible is anyway.
Okay, then I'll handle the writing.
There's an awkward moment of silence. So what should our manga be about then?
Well, what's your taste in manga anyway?
I usually gravitate towards shonen manga, although I'm willing to branch out sometimes.
We could probably make this work. You already know that I prefer slice of life manga, but we could figure something out.
More silence. Okay, maybe this is going to be harder than I imagined. Best writing materials come from the real life, right? So why not draw inspiration from there? I have no idea what I'm saying now that I think about it.
Yeah, but what inspiration am I supposed to get from there? My life's pretty boring anyway.
Why not make our manga about this literature club?
But this literature club is boring too.
I hear Monica's disappointed voice in the distance.
Oh, thanks. But we don't have any other ideas either, so...
I'm still not sure how good this idea is, but I hope it sticks.
Alright, we need a title. Any ideas?
How about we name it the Doki Doki Literature Club? That title was painfully cheesy. Oh, I love the punch in the gut right there. But I was the last person to ask for advice on a slice of life story.
Are you kidding me? This isn't some kind of romance novel. in your mind to come up with that anyway?
Hey, I made it up on the spot. I never said my ideas would be good. I hear snickering coming from somewhere else in the room.
See, even Monica's laughing at it.
Uh-oh.
My car.
But hey, if you want romance elements in it that badly...
I actually want a romance involved.
Too late! You're the one that suggested it.
Natsuki was clearly having fun messing with me.
But for real, what will our characters be named?
We're basing this off of our literature club, aren't we? Maybe reverse everyone's names. Or something like Ikustan, Ekonomi, Aru, and Iroyas. Ikustan, Ekinom, Ari, and Iroyas.
Come on, you can at least try to make this good. Take this more seriously. Edgy.
To be fair, I guess my name backwards doesn't sound too great.
You're working on the manga?
I turn around and see you pass by.
Although manga is not one of my interests, I do excel at writing. You know, maybe I could help.
Come on! Loading wheel. Natsuki interrupts her.
That won't be necessary, thanks.
Yuri quietly walks away, slightly offended. What was that for?
We don't need any distractions while working on this.
Distractions? What are you talking about?
Yuri, I don't need you paying any attention to her.
Are you jealous of her, Natsuki? I can see Natsuki clenching her fists a bit and then taking a deep breath.
No!
So there'd be no issue adding Yuri to the team, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
I clearly wasn't going to get anywhere at this, so I decided to drop the subject. You're the boss, Natsuki, so if you feel that strongly.
I just feel kind of insecure sometimes.
Natsuki openly admitting something like that? That's weird. Attention all students! We move our eyes to the speaker from the school's PA system. Due to technical issues that have arisen from the festival yesterday, school will be closed tomorrow. Error. Wait, so did they finally notice the damage that pyrotechnics did? Or was it because of the wall that was broken down due to the bullfighting match? What? Bullfighting match? Huh. Well, guess there's no school tomorrow, then. I should probably think of something else to do in that case. I think it looks like she's deep in thought about something.
Hey, G, I need to go shopping for food tomorrow. Wanna come?
Huh? Are you asking me on... Natsuki reacts quickly.
I need help shopping! That's all.
I'm pretty sure you don't need a second person to go grocery shopping, but whatever. I think I'm free then, but let me check my schedule. I looked through my phone and checked what I was doing for the rest of the week to make sure I was able to go.
You don't have plans with anyone, do you?
Not that I know of.
Good.
I think I figured it out. Natsuki seems to get jealous easily, but I just wish she knew that she doesn't have to do that. What's she so scared of anyway? Tomorrow then?
Yep. Now let's get back to this manga.
Yeah, where were we again? Alright. I think I'm gonna end it right there, guys. But it's good to be back. Save, you stupid game. I can't believe this is what someone's doing. Alright. Alright, but thank you so much for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed, give this video a like. Subscribe if you're new. And let me know what you think. And if there's any other mods that you want me to try, leave it down in the description below. And I'll catch you in the next video.